DT.
These mortals don't even know what's coming. These mortals don't even know.
Go. Can you see if the YouTube stream is working really fast? Oh shit, already.
And go on in the SMITE?
The Leviathans ended up winning.
Nice.
3-0, yeah, they were just the best team there.
There's nothing more common than making you
Mhm. I think it's happened. It's happened a bit. I'm talking to chat. Oh look, they are playing us. Okay, so let me dodge then. Alright, so I'll go over the game with you guys.
I'll put that in YouTube.
What up, VP? Thank you, D. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is so pretty much. The one thing that sucks about this though is that we're not gonna be able to practice a good bit because one of my teammates is a little sick, so we won't be able to practice too much going into our qualifiers. But you know, it is what it is. What up, Fergie? What up, Mad Loaf? I didn't remember who you were in those games, VP. This is us here. The song is good. Yeah, I dodged. What?
You should mute the music just in case YouTube. Yeah, I think that's monster though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. YouTube streaming is kind of weird. So this is my first games with them. Who's good against Ares? I just played Ganesh and Ares felt like shit. Yeah, Ganesh cooks Ares. Sobek is good versus Ares. Yeah, this is us playing right here, Fika. This is our first games together. Ahmad and Freya. I think I remember Cherno. You played good on Cherno. You were rotating a lot with the global. Yeah, or any day. Or any day that fits best for him. Yeah, I was Saturday, but I don't know. They moved it till now, so we'll see. So we're just gonna watch these games, see. So I'll break down some of the plays for you guys, and then we'll go play ranked. I've been watching so much games today, and I'm fucking tired.
They started like, oh my god! I'm like, oh my god, they're so good.
Yeah, the games were so good earlier. Hell yeah, VP. When are you gonna join the rank streets, bro?
That's a trophy?
What?
That's a trophy?
Yeah,
What is this?
it's the Aegis.
Oh, okay.
It's always that. But they're just different versions of it. But it's like it's like iconic.
We wind down phase number 2 here with the final game of the 5th week of
Yeah, this
phase
is the
two.
final
Breaks
game.
my heart to tell you. But I'm Dimes. That's Kaizo, and Kaizo fills my heart with joy and love. Buddy, we
Kaizo
got
actually
both
plays pretty
stories
well.
of
I've seen
how
Kaizo in
we
ranked.
Both these squads are 1 and 3. We're not fighting for a shot at Worlds. We're fighting for pride, glory, and Reddit karma, I guess.
Reddit karma. I was told there was a much different prize. And you know, Dimes, if you want me to fill you with anything more than just love and joy, I can do that too. But at least for the time being,
Indeed.
just
These are the pretty much the quality. This is our first game need name. So pretty much we play this, then we play qualies. We get into group stages. There's 2 groups, and then if we win out versus that, we play versus bottom 2 teams, whatever the hell the bottom 2 teams are in the SPL. And then we beat them, we qualify to Worlds. That's pretty much the run. Yes, this is what I'm showing right now. I'm on the Wardens. What do I mean? What do I mean by what do I mean? Guys, stop talking. Let's get in the games.
What do you mean by what do you mean?
So you're just gonna stream your first game? This is my game right now. I'm just watching them stream the game.
Ages taken to the solo lane. Meta's been
That's the best part. They didn't even update the rosters. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't even know why they have the SEC. They should just delete the SEC. Did we even play the Storm? Who the fuck did we play? Oh yeah, this was our team.
I'm gonna put it in.
These were our games, right? Yeah, this is our
actually
games.
pretty
Yeah, we
close
played
with
these guys.
Players just in general from hanging around the scene for so long, knowing these particular squads as you. Is there any
Hi, Luna.
picks that like?
Yo, Scrapper, thanks for the 3 months.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yo, Scrapper, like I said, thanks for the 3 months. Shinmi, yeah, he's Pringles. That's Pringles.
I love chat.
Literally, this whole roster is outdated. We have this new solo and new support. It's fucking funny. Yeah, they first picked Pele, I believe. Yeah, Pele is super proud. Yeah, he has a good Uller. He has this couple of guys that are good. I guess people don't really know what I play in support since I don't play support that often. Yeah, it was just a free Jamoja. Like this Jamoja game, I do hit some fucking juicy stuff. It's funny. I love transitioning roles just because people don't. My god pools just are so different. Also, I like making people think they know what I play. I saw the Bologna video and commented, and I noticed the emotes. That's so awesome. So you can comment on the videos with the emotes
Yeah, when you're a member.
when you're a member of YouTube. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Cliff.
I know that Baba Yaga wants to duck down into that cauldron, jump on out of there if danger's coming, and something like an unexpected cripple could certainly put a damper on her mood. So wouldn't have actually been a bad pick here. But you mentioned the Terra, which one that I think is on the rise. I think stocks are definitely going up for this character. Her ult is as good as it ever has been, and it's gotten to the point where wave 1, wave 2 pressure is so important, and she actually does that surprisingly well with those cleave auto attacks that she got however many patches back. And then late game, you still get to have a Terra as your support. Does all
Yeah,
of
this
the
is us,
utility things
Silky.
that you want.
It's just that
Reasonable
Smite didn't update
CC
the
from
the
range,
rosters.
decent mobility,
They don't give a shit
high
about SCC,
team
but it's
fight presence
fine.
with the ultimate.
I don't think
It's
anyone
got a lot
does.
of highlights right now, and not a whole lot to really say that it does, or it doesn't do, rather, a little bit more weakly. So I think the Storm get a comparable, even if not maybe quite on the same tier, pick for their support as the Wardens did.
With the Sun Wukong
So you're
lock-in,
Evermed?
gotta target out
Yeah.
some of these solo laners. Interesting that Nike gets banned out. I mean,
You're about to see it right now. They just didn't
Jungle, I
update
guess
whatever
the
this
thought
is.
process there from
They have the wrong
Storm,
solo too.
as the Wardens are looking at Ishtar here. On her Ishtar, Fernanos kind of interchangeable, especially with Chernobog being banned away. So the Storm have their duo lane locked in. We know that for sure. Likely looking for definitely a solo laner needs to be picked up here. Mid jungle flexibility. And I think that answers the question right there.
It does. It tells us probably.
Yeah,
where each of these
Baba's
picks are
toasted.
going, and even looking at all 5 gods sometimes times in the current meta, it's not entirely clear where people are going to be lining up, but I think that we're likely to see jungle support, ADC, solo, mid in order for the Jobalba Storm.
We got Downey
Anything
back.
past that
Back.
point, I mean, we're getting a little wacky, we're getting a little silly, but even despite the fact that, you know, these teams are 1 and 3, they're out of the contention here for the play-ins, I do think that
These
we're
guys are
likely to
fried.
see
What-
them
what-
take
what are
these
they
games
talking
very
about?
seriously. I know that a lot of these players value.
No, but they're fried. They're like we're in the. They're. Wait, let me look at something. Yeah, we're in Group A, Group B. You beat win out of that, and then you play bottom 2 SPL. Yeah. Wait, what are we? We're Group A. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. That's normal. I mean, that's fine.
10. Guys, we are ready for game number 1 between the Storm and the Wardens here as we wrap up the final week of the SMITE Challenger Circuit. I'm going to miss you, buddy, you know, because I didn't know. I don't know if people know this or not. Actually, I'm going to give a little, like, insider secret here. I'm going to give some background trading. It'll be fun.
I'm scared.
Okay, so when the amateur casters aren't doing the SCC or SOC or any of the special...
So pretty much comps are interesting. I think we have a better draft in my opinion. Because I think we have a lot of answers to their drafts. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but I mean you guys can probably see what's good about our draft into theirs. I actually almost steal their purple here. Look how close it is. Oh my god, it had like 22 health.
Oh, I think that's.
Oh,
something
no.
that- I think Hindu Man is very displeased with you there, Dimes. But at least we'll pretend for the time being, and then maybe get chastised after the fact. I can't believe that you're sharing our deepest, darkest secrets here on air, and I can't believe how quietly things have started out in
I think this guy Nog, I think he's really good.
lane, especially when you have something like a
He got the offer to play on the Glads, but he didn't choose it because either way, both teams are trying to play for Worlds. So like, I'd rather play with a team that I think I have more synergy with.
A match Dimes. That is almost unprecedented.
Typically, you see some kind of sparks fly in the early goings in the middle lane, but like you mentioned, quiet on the central front. I suppose. And if you were looking around, I mean, you mentioned Rat Milk very.
They let Baba
comfortable,
through.
also
Yeah.
hypermobile, tons of damage, even great early on, even prior to getting that.
I didn't see
standard
bans.
items online.
Shit,
If
I
you
don't
had
even remember the
to
bans.
Prophesize
You have to go back.
where we were going to see a first.
They first
blood
pick Pele
happen.
though.
Unlikely here in the solo lane. Too highly.
First pick
susceptible
Pele,
odds, but looking toward the mid and the
and then
duo, there's
then
one
we pick
particular
Yem. We
location
pick
that you
Yem
can
Baba.
single out as, okay, keep your eyes peeled for here for the first blood in this game. Where would you point?
Based on
I think it
play
was
styles of
Set
the-
and some
the
other
players
shit.
in the game, and also the gods
Set,
that we
Raijin,
drafted here,
something
I
like
think
that.
it might actually be some kind of ego challenge
Watch
over
out, mama.
a piece of farm that really doesn't matter as much as they're making it out to be between these two junglers. Because Camazotz is a character that feels really good in the early game. For the
Yeah,
first couple of
Yam
levels, you feel like
is
you can take
ridiculous.
Just about any 1v1 you want.
What?
Then it kind of falls off until you get some high power
yeah,
online. You have
it
very
was,
good scale
they
as
banned
this god. Then late
Freya,
game, once
Soul,
again, you feel
Churn.
like a 1v1 specialist. Haley's kind of along the same path.
Yeah, the only reason you
Early
pick Baba is to go prophetic. Like if you're not going prophetic, you're griefing.
Then she has a very brief fall off where you got to get a stacking item online, you got to get some additional
Thank you.
scaling, and then once again, in the late game, you
I've
feel
won.
like you
I
can
played
one
every
v1
role in
just
comp
about
before
anybody.
in pro
So
level.
with that information in mind, I mean, if Pico Ways and Rat Milk lock eyes, they might have a Pokemon battle right in the middle of the jungle, and whoever walks out of there is giving up more than just a couple of Poké Dollars.
Dash away there from Tuba. As the Shibalba Storm have pretty much owned this left side of the lane. Left side of the map, I should say, this dual lane. Since the initiation of this game. Just 3 minutes in, though.
And that's
As
weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, Tuba and ELLEON have tons of pressure, but Happen and Shinigami have been making it happen.
Right, and I feel like I've spent the last couple of weeks times talking about the difference between push pressure for just wave pressure and the difference between that and kill pressure. And it's a good example here of a lane where the Cowlin Wardens, in theory, should have some of the best push pressure that you can get. Tuba has the AoE auto attacks that clear out the melees very quickly. ELLEON can just spam a whole bunch of bubbles and make sure that gets bursted down in a reasonable amount of time.
Two words, yeah.
Their kill pressure
Raijin
until
was
they hit
banned.
level 5 is actually very
But yeah,
low
then people would
because
probably
a lot of
push.
those resources have to be on the wave instead of onto the god. Whereas the other way, the Shibalba Storm, as we see Tegvir, he should be fine over here. The Shibalba Storm have a lot of kill pressure. I mean, a lot of crowd control,
Yeah,
very
Hades,
high base
Posh.
damage between these two characters. Shinigami
But
and the
Wukong and
Envoy
Amma were
in
being
particular, it's
used.
one of the reasons
Yeah,
that
but Morgan Le
this
Fay's to
has been
counter
prioritized
Raijin.
so
Hades is to
incredibly
counter
highly
Hades. They're all
for
counters.
that early fight pressure. And despite that fact, it's the Cowlin Wardens that are kind of being shoved under their tower. And, you know, if you have very good clear, if you have the opportunity to burst those waves before they can get anywhere close to you, one would think
Well, it's not that it counters, it's just OP pressure.
Being on the blue side of the map.
The,
But
the problem is that that's it's pronounced ELLEON. It's Spanish. ELLEON. They just say El Leon because they're obviously not Spanish or Latin American.
into it.
Yo, Graf, thanks for the 18 months.
Incredibly important in the grand scheme of things times. I mean, both of these characters are still going to get all the farm regardless of whether they get every
Bro, look at this. When do you ever see a Yamoja, chat, coming to solo doing these things, chat? Rat Milk actually had a... Wait, was it this? Oh, yeah, it was this one. Yo, Pooty, thanks for the 39 months. Honestly, I should have got a double kill, but Rat Milk had a good blink.
As ELLEON
You-
with Pikaways and Delny on this right-hand side. It's Tigreal and Ratmilk.
Bro, look at that old chat.
Back the blue buff here. Tigreal locked into the wall. What a fantastic Rivers Rebuke to lock down Tigreal. First blood goes the way of the Cowlin Wardens as the solo lane King Arthur falls and loses the blue buff.
Yeah, Pooty, thanks for the 39
And
months.
a note that we got from production a little bit earlier that we haven't gotten to bring up yet. It is actually Mr. World Champion ELLEON himself that'll be playing support for the Cowlin Wardens here.
Let's
Evermed
go.
taking the week off and getting some much-needed rest, and ELLEON already showing out on the Emoji Man. I mean, it's a checkmate situation there. If you're Tegvir and you get walled in,
Nah, chat, I
against
hit
your
some
will when
juicy
you're not
ults this game.
anticipating that. ELLEON does an excellent job of hiding himself.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
making sure
The
that
name,
it
I
just
don't
looks
think I
like
can listen too much, but they're nice people. I like Kaizo. He's nice. Double play purple. They get it right. Yeah, they get this perp. They brought 4 to perp. Let me see how much he is up in solo. Oh, wait. I wish I could see net worth here.
With as much clear and pressure as
Because I get a little bit behind. I mean, I'm still ahead in stacks for that rotation because Terra's sitting solo. Yeah, I remember they tried to double gank. They used Paleo and something else to try to kill me.
Out of mana here, or at least the kind of mana Emoji uses. Rat Milk locked down, slowed. Camazot's into the wall, Pikaways up into the bat, out of hell, one shot.
Yeah, we should have killed there. I remember thinking that. There was just messed up in CDs because they overextended on me. They used Paleo. I think it was Paleo and Terra ult, and then I just hooped out. So then we should have been able to turn there, but obviously I had no ult from right lane.
Back in, I don't know, season 3, 4, don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. Back when it was Jotun's Wrath into Breastplate and everything.
How do you build their lane jungle? You build them probably just like with Kins, but it depends. All my 50-50s this game were so close on the perps. I got actually on the first one I got so unfortunate. 23 HP on the first perp. That would actually made us dominate the lane.
But it's much less I can kill this guy now because he took a spill early, and much more that opens up the map for some kind of additional opportunity, like for example a Gold Fury.
Early, 8 minutes here for the Callan Wardens, more of a heat check than anything else. See the response time of the Shibboleth Storm.
Yeah, Lannis, and then you probably go like Berserkers, Breastplate Glyph, Kin Size, and then Exy Kins, or you could do a lot of things, honestly.
Right off.
You could do kind of whatever you want.
As you mentioned, farm has pretty much been traded across the map evenly. I think that's what you see. I mean,
What
we
up,
talked about
Chilla?
both these squads being 1 and 3, right? And it's
Right.
not an insult to say they're at the bottom of the leaderboard. It's just facts.
It's just true.
It's
Come
and
here,
I
mama.
think one of the things, and I'm curious to get your thoughts on it, one of the things that really separates the top of the SCC and the bottom of the SCC is going neutral in kills and farming the map so efficiently that you start collecting a significant gold lead over time just from macro play.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you look at some of our top teams, like the Valkyries, for example, who,
Right.
even if they're several kills behind, it seems like they're somehow either even with you in gold or magically manifesting some kind of lead. And a lot of that comes from just better map play, understanding the spawn time.
What makes Lannis so good? I think it's just the stats and the spike.
On the table. I mean, an excellent example of trying to opportunity even when there's no risk associated with it. You want very low risk, very high potential return at this level of play. And going for that Gold Fury was an excellent example of that. I mean, you invade the first blue buff, you get that kill, you already know that the entirety of the Shibboleth Storm were thinking, well, my blue buff is respawning, I have to worry about whether or not they're going to be here. And the Wardens are thinking, well, they're going to send people to defend the blue buff, that means we can be on the left side of the map for free. And it doesn't look free right now.
Might be in a good spot here, the Shibboleth Storm that is, as the Terra Ultimate is being channeled. Globe immediately deletes Pikaways, and check it out, the Ultimate's still online for the thought here. As Nog chucks out one of those potions and walks away safely, but Pikaways put in the dirt.
That's a weird thing to get amped about, but he still has a hole.
Nefarious purposes in that side of the jungle. I mean, the Wardens sent the support alongside the jungler, which you don't see a whole lot of, at least not in that particular location, as Globe gets forced out of the mid lane here by not
This meta is so boring.
jungle
I can barely watch my own games.
backliner with him there. ELLEON is very far forward alongside his jungler.
I'm ready to play ranked already.
Unfortunately, they get spotted out very early, which means that Pikaways takes a spill off the back of that. The Shibboleth Storm understand that's their opportunity. You already got the ult forced out of Nog in the mid lane. You've already got Pikaways respawning, walking down
Easy
the
green
lane.
invade. They're lucky I don't have eye.
So, once again, a very low-risk Gold Fury pull. And this time around, they had the damage required to actually
Mama,
meet
relax.
the damage check and get the objective, which puts them very small amount in the lead, Dimes. I mean, we're not talking anything extraordinary here, but when you're already down 1 kill
What up,
in
Fre-
the early
what up,
game,
Fry?
and then you're fighting back into that very small deficit, being any small amount of lead up after that point is already impressive against this caliber of team.
As you mentioned, Gold Fury going the way of the Shibulba Storm. You saw Pikaways hanging around that left-hand side there. As a jungler, you just can't do that for long, right? You're leaving farm on the table. You're wasting time. You're allowing your enemy jungler to rotate freely. So you got to pick your battles. Pikaways decides that's not the one he wants to pick. Backs off. And speaking of junglers, Ratmilk got the Soul Eater online. Jotun's Wrath as well. Has an assist. But, you know, from what we've seen out of Ratmilk, just kind of uncharacteristically quiet. Not very aggressive in these early goings. You know, waiting for this Jotun's Wrath. As you'll answer that question in just a moment here as the Stygian Beacon is being targeted out by the Shibulba Storm. It's a 3v3 as Nog and ELLEON would love to capitalize. They're currently outnumbered. But
Yeah, they bring solo, so I think we give up pressure.
Numbers certainly going the way of the Shibulba Storm.
I think it's a late rotation.
Ticking up.
Janice solo.
ELLEON, knocked away.
Janice solo. Sheesh, I don't know, bro.
Two, and now Pico's out of
You're gonna-
position here.
you're
Gets
gonna
knocked
do
out. That's
Janice
a large
solo?
chunk of damage and will amount to forcing out the ultimate.
Yeah, I guess you go breastplate Genjis.
Ellen Wardens didn't opt to pull the trigger at any point in time, or maybe position more aggressively in the actual pit, because for basically that entire fight, they had Pikoways sitting like a sentry ward on the left-hand side of the map and just waiting for any.
I got
kind of
Pele ulted
rotation
and Terra
to
ulted so many times this game.
ELLEON's in trouble.
Wow, great lockdown from the Shibulba Storm. Off the mark there, Globe. Just
You gotta hit those.
whiffing the final judgment that would have knocked
Gotta
out
hit those,
ELLEON,
Globe.
who escapes just by the
I think
skin
we
of
end
his
up getting
teeth.
right.
Now
Yeah, this is a good
Hornets
gank.
What is
keeping it
this?
going on the right-hand side of the lane, though. Tigbeer going to fall.
It was a really good, smart, like really good play from Nog. Like this rotation, right?
The Callan Wardens out a second kill to their slash line, 2-1. And
They used, I think it was 3 ults on me, so me not dying there is really big because we're able to get a kill, secure lanes again.
Right. It's actually very unusual the way that you have to position your final judgment in order to land that one if you're not shooting through the Thoth wall, because when you're going through the Glyph of Pain, obviously everything not only goes farther, but it also goes faster. So a lot of times if you're trying to aim an ability a long distance, you're accustomed to shooting through that wall, having the additional speed, not having to guess
Don't
where a
jump up
player
there,
might
I know
be
you're
going,
thinking it.
but unfortunately for Globe, the wall expires right before he drops the ultimate there on ELLEON. And even after going through the hoop, he manages to have just enough time to duck to the side there and make sure that he doesn't get clipped by it. That doesn't prevent Tegveer from taking a second spill over in the solo lane. And you'd think that at some point, somebody's got to
Prophetic stack, let's go.
because Nog makes his way to solo lane, and something
That's
tells
the
me
highlight
that
of
if
support right there.
Tegveer is aware of the fact that there's a Baba Yaga in his lane, he's not going to be interacting with Delny whatsoever. But the fact that Nog steps up, gets the damage off, burns the home sweet home, and lands the kill tells me that more likely than not, that was a surprise play that obviously Tegveer didn't see coming. So once again, an opportunity capitalized on the right-hand side of the map. But here's that thing we were talking about earlier, Dimes. These teams find a way to stay even after a kill deficit. And the Cowland War
Kill deficit 2-1.
Shibulba Storm
But up
mostly
tough.
keeping pace with them. I mean, 400 gold isn't anything that you're going to write home about. You can fight probably on...
I think this is our set today, Haru. I think prophetic first is pretty bad.
quiet so far here. 15 minutes. Both the Fury respawning. Got an important neutral objective on the map as Globe burns the Aegis early. Pikoways leaping in up into that bat out of hell, swishing through the fight. Meanwhile, Delny's made the rotation as well, playing havoc here in the backline. Ratmilk deletes Pikoways. What an ultimate there out of the jungler. Delny up
Sure, you can stack it faster. Yeah, but even if you can stack it faster, it doesn't. I don't think the value's there. I think it just kills your early game.
18, 17, 16 seconds as Pikoways was annihilated there by the combination of Globe and Ratmilk.
Like, I understand the math behind the efficiency behind building it faster. I just don't appreciate the tankiness you give up to build it.
Peon happen, but they are here. The rest of the squad is coming, so the Cowland Wardens make their way in. They gotta get in here soon, Dimes.
Nog Tuba, Delny, everybody from the Wardens are here. The Primal Fury not going down quick as the Shiboba Storm
Chat, look at this
take
all.
out the Primal Fury, but they may pay for it as the
All right, now we can go play ranked.
Take out the dual lane from the Shiboba Storm, and it's just a matter of follow-up here from the Callan Wardens, pushing out Tigbeer and Ratmilk. Sure, the Storm grabbed the Fury, but the Callan Wardens with a phenomenal follow-up engagement.
Yeah, this is live.
Slurping times, but immediately after ELLEON lands that ultimate, I check to see whether or not he was wearing the world champion title, because that's a world champion caliber emoji right there, catching 3 members out, and possibly, I'd actually say trending toward probably, without that ultimate, the Shiboba Storm just disengaged from that cleanly, getting the Gold Fury, and then making their way out like bandits in the night, but instead several kills going with the
I didn't like this call at all. This was a bad call. I didn't call this, but we're not gonna say who did.
I know who it is.
We'll blame Tuba. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a piss.
Jungler falling low. Delny putting the finishing touches on the Pele. Nog forced out. It's Delny who's plenty tanky, taking on Tigbeer and Happen. And once again, it's back and forth. One team grabs an objective, the other team grabs a kill. The Callan Wardens have amassed a 3,000 gold lead here as we approach the end of the mid-game. 17, you know what? We're dead even in the mid-game.
Yeah.
I'd say we're right smack in the middle at just about 18 minutes. Waterside grabs the Stygian Beacon. The Shiboba Storm claw back a little bit of objective play here as we approach 18 minutes. And once again, just dead even, or not dead even, but getting closer to even as both these teams are back and forth.
That last fight, though, definitely broke things open in favor of the Callan Wardens. I mean, if they don't get those kills on the left-hand side of the map, then just trading Gold Fury for Pyromancer would have been a flash in the pan that we don't really have to talk about. But because they do end up getting out cleanly after their own objective, while punishing the Shiboba Storm for taking theirs, excuse me, that does definitely mean that they are pretty heavily favored in that engagement. A lot of times around objective fights, it can be messy, it can be sloppy, it's difficult to determine who actually ended up coming out on top, but this time it is unequivocally the Callan Wardens who are going to be killing Globe unless Ratmilk has something to say about it.
Phenomenal Aegis from Globe delays the death for just a second. What a shell! Oh my goodness, Globe stays alive.
I actually I almost solo Pele here, chat. Look at this solo. If they don't take off my pre-win, I actually solo him. That one hit him? Oh my god, it did, bro. He's actually one shot.
And Globe and Ratmilk somehow hanging on to their
literally, look at his health, bro.
Both of them on a sliver of HP. Globe potentially single digit, definitely double digit in that engagement. Manages to sneak out. You're right to call out the shell there because that was the only reason.
Why just jungler, not your SPL role? Just because I wasn't competing, and then I got an offer to play on the team of support, and so I joined.
I mean, it's a fairly balanced.
I joined just to try to qualify to Worlds, pretty much.
Time we have one of those interactions, it seems like Pico Waste is the only one to take a spill.
Yeah, that was a good shell. Faye Hoops. Yeah, I thought Faye Hoops was okay here. I was thinking about going Faye Hoops, but then I felt like I was kind of carrying the fight, so pretty one allows me to do more.
Is a very good.
Yeah, it's really strong.
In a competitive shooter where you go in, you understand I'm probably dying here, but I'm gonna get some good initiation off. You might do some more of it here.
Shinigami leaps away. Pikaways follows right behind him, but who is here but Ratmilk? Shinigami low. Shinigami able to walk away. Pikaways. I mean, you see Ratmilk and you immediately have to hit the exit button. Ratmilk able to use that ultimate for a little
King
bit
Arthur is the best character ever.
Got Happen and Globe backing you up. It's a 4v4 here on the left-hand side. Pikaways doesn't have much to his name, though. Nice sleep over that stun from the Terra walls.
If you like King Arthur,
it's gonna be
I'm not here.
Disengage with the Oni Fury.
Where's my CD on my ult? I have ult again?
Shouldn't look to pull the trigger too soon, though. If you take a look in the right lane, the big old beefy dudes are over there brawling it out for next to no reason. And typically, you don't pull a 4v4 objective unless you can get your solo laner over there sooner than the opposition, or you have some kind of imbalanced advantage. Maybe the Callan Wardens felt like they were the ones on the receiving end of that imbalance because the Shiboba Storm certainly could have at least tried it with how low Pico was, with the fact they didn't have the ultimate available, but clearly saw something that they didn't like. Maybe were afraid of a re-engage or a teleport coming over from the...
He went Drowning Pool Ankh? There's no way that's value.
Level 20s taking over here. Delny and Nog both making that mark very soon here. XP certainly still relevant. It doesn't really fall off until just about everybody other than the supports are level 20. This is just about as good of a time as it can be to hit that level cap and get that starter item online. We'll see what the Kowlin Wardens
Our
can
team
actually do.
our team fight in game 2 was dope.
Important because this is certainly their power play.
The one
here.
to finish it.
Pyromancer's a good
I hit
start,
some.
but
I don't remember
now
how
that you
many
got that
big
one
ults
under
I hit. I
your
think it was
belt,
like a
I'd like to see them
couple.
go immediately to this Oni Fury, even trying to force a fight around the Fire Giant.
I'm 3 levels up on this guy.
Reasonable lead,
I didn't even notice.
even if the golden XP doesn't
Yeah,
reflect.
they pull gold. This one, they, I don't,
Storm
yeah.
listening into comms here. Head right to the Oni Fury Globe, using the ultimate to try to snag the Pyromancer, though.
Yeah, I'm just buying time here.
Is going to be down.
Big stun,
Nog
yeah.
forced into the home sweet home early.
That's shell.
Have been locked
Look how
into
many
place
ones
immediately.
the ones are
Downey's
just like
taking review,
soloing.
and is just chunked down here by the Kowlin
Downey's
Wardens.
cooking too, man.
Downey, meanwhile,
And we kill their whole
playing
backline.
frontliner Peekaway snags another kill on
Jamoja.
That's 2 down for the Travolta Storm. Tigveer is trying to run away as fast as those King Arthur legs will let him. As Delny
I don't know. The drowning Ankh is only good. Damn, my boys are diving. Bigo's going crazy. Damn, so close. And Downey played that really well.
One more auto attack out of Peekaways would have done it. But Globe, I mean, look at literally on the left-hand side, Globe went gray for a second.
Right.
The game thought Globe was dead.
Yeah, they want amps damage. This one does damage, but like, yeah, you have to keep us still in the drowned Ankh, which I don't really think their comp is the greatest at doing so. So yeah, I disagree with it.
Jabalba Storm mid laner has. If you feel like you've seen a lot of these in a lot of different places, then, well, you're probably right, because this item is incredibly good to the point that people are picking it up on backliner roles, not only mid laners that get at least some additional power on their Book of Thoth,
I think Downey's a beast.
but also even the ADCs are picking this up sometimes.
Oh, you know, I gotta fight for this beacon, chat. This is literally the only reason. This is like a respect thing here. You know what I mean? I gotta sit on this beacon. No love for the boys.
That is 28 additional protections of each side, Dimes. Not just physical on a physical item. You're also getting magical protections when you take damage. That's something insane like 80 to 100 procs once that gets doubled, and then even more than that once you get that proc effect that also gives you movement speed. You could take out the second half of that paragraph, the part where it says, oh, well, after you reach max stacks, it's doubled and you gain movement speed. No one cares about that. It is only the fact that it gives you an exorbitant amount of protections for 2,800 gold. It's a nuts level item, and that's the only reason that Globe ends up living there. Just enough protections to keep him alive through the dive of Pico ways, which means that, unfortunately, they don't get that kill. Don't really need it, mind you, but does at least give them something to hope for if you're a Jabalba Storm fan.
Yeah, I guess the breastplate glyph needs to be deleted.
In the coming future.
That's
As
a
the
hot
Kowlin
take.
Wardens
Another look at that old chat.
side
Free
here.
shells, chat.
Things
Free
off with
shells.
Jabalba Storm kicking off potential.
Easy work.
Approach 25 minutes. Got a lot of level 20s on the board here for the Kowlin Wardens. Build starting to hit that critical mass point.
I don't think I missed an ult yet.
Little off the mark there with that first Thoth ability. Delny moving forward here in the Tiger form.
Favorite
Got
support?
Stun. Not a ton of follow.
I don't know.
Interesting
Maui,
ultimate there out of
Sylvanas,
Globe.
Emoja,
Kind of a curious usage.
Isa.
Honestly, not
I
sure.
had to, like,
could,
look at all the
I
guardians.
don't think I can reconcile that one. Delny has the ultimate. That's just a free regeneration. You're never going to get a kill on the tanky Sun Wukong.
I'm yelling at Downey. I'm like,
We got
Downey, come to
Titans over
me
here,
so I
Dimes,
can
to
group
deal
heal
with,
us.
and this could be an opportunity for the Wardens to push into this tower. You can see the dives around the backside. They might want the fight, but they don't give it to him. Fire Giant also an option here, and it looks like the Javalba Storm
Yeah, I think
will
support is wide
perhaps
open.
smartly opt to back up and allow that tower to go down. But that gives the Warden a lot of time to make their way to this Fire Giant. Somebody's got to be here contending with the Titan, which means the Wardens are in the fight.
This is how you know we're out of sync, though. Like, I was yelling to fight for so long here. I stun locked this Terra, and she doesn't just insta-die. At level 14 Terra walking up like that, no starter. She should just blow up. And I was hitting some juicy hoops.
Accomplished, but happen falls too quickly. Tigveer does take out Peekaways in the meantime.
Oh, that was a...
but
Wait, did he have
Ratnam
Aegis? Does Tuba have Aegis? Oh, I didn't.
Up ELLEON Globe with a second. This is a clean re-engagement here from the Callan.
Look at Downey Goat. This is Downey Goat moment right here. What the fuck? Oh, I was on her too. Wait, they pull fire, right? They reset pull fire? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. And then Downey cooks, I think. Not sure if it was even this game.
Going to be back available for the Cowlin Wardens. 1v3, bar any heroics from Delny. This should be a fire giant. But the only reason the Storm are in this position is Ratmilk got a spectacular re-engage there during that fight. He blinks in and knocks up 3 different people. Globe.
Damn, they have 3 wards. Oh, no, that's us, dude. That's disgusting.
Excellent follow-up on that gets grabbed.
Our team should be reported for that. Having 3 wards at the same spot.
So much damage to the entirety of the backline of the Wardens and one other person. And now it's just Delny here to play defense.
Trying to at least buy time to allow the rest of the Callan Wardens to go in. Delny up into the air to that somersault cloud. Gonna wait to time it out. The Callan Wardens.
Delny Goat, dude.
Delny plays it perfect. Smashes down, snags the fire giant under the nose of the Shiboba Storm. And now the rest of the Wardens are here to play havoc.
Chad, look at his ult. Look at his ult for the dub.
In here from Pico for the chase, and he's gonna go up into the bat out of hell. Globe is gonna be in trouble here.
Globe's getting low. Aegis already burned, and somehow he once again escapes. Oh, what a catch from ELLEON. Tuba snagging the double kill. ELLEON says, I'll take one. Thank you very much. Callan Wardens with a fire giant and a 3-piece. Turn it right back around.
That's Downey Goat moment right there.
Might even grab a Firebird for their trouble. ELLEON healing up the squad. It's 5 members with 3 members of the Shiboba Storm down for the count for another 20 seconds. The Callan Wardens might just march their way down mid lane here. The Phoenix has fallen. Titan is exposed. It's just Tigbeer and Shinigami playing defense here for the Shiboba Storm. Callan Wardens on the Titan, half HP. It's going to be a reset though. In the meantime, Pikaways has taken out Shinigami. It's just Tigbeer. Happen has made the rotation as well. Tigbeer able to escape. Kaizo, Titan fall, and Callan Wardens take game number 1.
Wow, that was quite the turnaround there from the Cowlin Wardens to not only bounce back after getting their own fire giant push taken away from them. The fact that Delny gets in there and manages to stall long enough for the rest of his team to show up and times it perfectly with the Sun Wukong
create that opportunity.
Steal that one away. I mean, you can't script a comeback any better than that.
I'm not, you know what? I
Talk to me.
Delny, that play from Delny gets a tail shake.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yeah.
That's the highest.
What, the Warden logo? No, we were the Tanuki before that, bro. I like the Wardens. Yeah, we wanted the Wardens. Tanuki. No, the Storm is the one we hated. We had the Storm earlier this year. Dude, that shit was fucking. I literally said, like, I'd rather, like, send in, like, a picture of my bottom of my foot and put it as fucking.
2-2 Tigbeer, 4-4 Ratmilk, 3-4. This was not a clean game. I want to be clear, Kaiser. This was a discombobulated game. The lead changed times, I think 7 or 8.
Chat, what were the YAMLs there? Were they 5 for 5 there? Was that a 5 for 5 YAML? I don't think I missed an ult. Maybe.
You did one in the Gold Fury that was okay. And Pico died.
Oh, I think yeah, that was a defensive one. It might have been 5 for 6 actually. Yeah, there was a defensive one.
But all the other ones were crazy.
5 for 6.
They were a booby trap.
Mark for the timing for the final judgment, which was used there in the fire giant pit, and obviously Delny.
Yeah, there was one defensive one. There was one defensive one that I guess didn't hit anyone. I mean, it was just to get Omi pretty much.
Game number 3.
It's one of those games you just kind of like wipe your hands of it, you shake it off, and you move on to the next one. We're gonna move on to game number 2 in just a few. Stick around.
I don't know if I can wait. 5 minutes? I think we should just go. Chat, you guys want to watch game 2 or you jump into ranked?
Do you like game 2 better than game 1?
Game 2, they gave me Jamoja again. I'll just say that. Game 2? Alright, watch game 2. – 4 minutes, 47. I have a coaching session tomorrow, chat. My boy Pantler. I feel bad. I had it today with him, but I'm so tired from watching international that I felt like it wouldn't be that good of a coaching session.
What?
Let's see if chat's hating me.
Nah, they really talk.
Yeah, and SEC they're like say like 2 words.
They're like, oh, time to sleep. Let's put ACC.
Yeah, they're like, let me knock out. They didn't even say a single word right now. Let's go.
Someone said, huge emoji old.
Let's go.
Yeah. So now that the Leviathans won, they can pick whoever they wanna.
I don't know how it works. They have to. I don't know how it works. They're like in different groups and shit. This caffeine is dragging me through these games. Awake support. What would I build? You play. I mean, you're obviously playing ranked. I'd probably go Thebes, Jotuns, and then the third slot it'd be a counter build item. Whatever. I don't know. Depends who I'm playing against. When did you actually play this set? Last Saturday.
What do you mean? Right now?
I mean, right now. Sorry. Show TikToks? Yeah, I guess we could watch some YouTube shorts while we wait.
Your right tower is under attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Friday.
Okay.
Double kill. 3 down.
Yeah, they should let me stream it since like they should let me stream the SEC. I agree. It would probably get more.
I gotta go on this Ares,
It would
he
literally.
flashes for a second. He flashes for a second right here. On
It
this
would get more
ward, which is my
viewership.
ward. And I'm like, yo, let's go on him. Obviously, he hasn't moved back because he would have shown on the ward, so I know he's standing right there.
That's crazy. I sound sick as fuck.
I spin right away so he can't knock me up and grab me, even though I have beads regardless. He knows he has to pre-beads because I can wall him, so then I win that trade because I didn't have to use wall. He jumps. Then he ults, right? Because his only way to win this fight now is for me to TP into him, and he just left clicks me over and over and over. So he ults, and I throw my hammer to bait that I'm going to go in, right? Because he has his ult. He has to hit me while his stim is up. If not, he never wins this. So I never TP to it, which is why you see him autoing, trying to fight me. And then he's forced to blink, which I know is next, which is exactly why I spin right away. And I'm like, all right, this is over. I already played it. We played cards, and I beat him in every card, so this is over.
No, he didn't blink after he jumped.
I go on this Ares.
I probably
Chad,
get.
did you know a minion killed my camp yesterday? The minion hit the fucking camp.
I'm probably gonna
Turned
do
around and hit the camp,
more
dude.
breakdowns.
Said,
People
"Wait a second."
really
He's
did like the
AI,
breakdowns.
bro. He's like, wait, I can hit neutral camps.
Madman. You're a madman.
Yeah, he literally woke up for a second. He said, "You guys been farming me for 10 years. I'm farming now, mother."
This is Sparta!
Chad, did you know a minion?
Attack!
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do more breakdowns.
Attack! 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 Attack!
Attack. Attack. That clap did like stupid numbers. I actually want to see the numbers here. 120, 1233 plus reaver proc. GG.
Triple kill! Attack the Quadra kill!
All right, let's do picks and bans. Let's go, guys.
All right. Damage control. Love it. Is that DC or Marvel? Wait, can I say
it's
that?
independent. It's
Wait,
freelance,
gonna,
buddy. Don't
wait,
worry
do I
about
have to
it.
pay money now? Is that covered? Oh, man.
I remember.
Disney,
Alright.
get him!
What up, senior?
Got the picks and bans game.
Literally like that.
Pretty much. What's up, senior?
From game number 1, just
Sure.
in terms of composition.
Oh, let's go. They changed the
Didn't feel
names.
like either comp was like there was a
Real
giant
quick.
hole. Didn't feel like there was
Hell
a gap
yeah.
or like they were misplaying.
Shout
It
out
was
to whoever
just,
did that.
I hesitate to say sloppy games, but it was just kind of uncoordinated in some
I wanna type prediction.
in some engagements and some states of the game, but the compositions themselves looked very tenable.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't think that game. So there are sometimes where you can look at a picks and bans like once it's all done and say one of these teams is very clearly winning. Like hypothetically, if the Wardens were to lock in,
Yeah, I thought they were for sure gonna ban Yamoja. And the fact that they didn't first pick it either really confused me.
So
very
they
well
didn't ban it,
balanced,
they
I-
were like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, because Athena was super high prio too. But I was like, sure, give him Athena, and I'll just go Yamoja again.
pertains to God picks was ELLEON on the Yamoja. Looked
Yes.
fantastic. I mean, some very clutch walls to get that first blood, to get that critical fight on the left-hand side of the map around the Gold Fury. Everything else feels like, you know, maybe a different character could have had the same or comparable impact, but they do give him the option to go back to the Yamoja. They do pick up the #1 best support. I'm #1 ranked on this character, Dimes, the Athena.
I mean, it didn't go the wayside, so you have to snag it first, right? Instead,
For
you
sure.
the Storm rather elect to
Is that
ban
Armenian?
Pele. Everything else stays the same.
What up,
Set,
Kilias?
Raijin, Freya go for the Wardens. The Athena left unbanned, gotta snag it. Baba Yaga and Yamoja, I mean, why would you not just run it right back?
Right.
Love the Baba Yaga pickup, it's always going to be solid. ELLEON kind of smoked the Storm with the Yamoja walls, looked great. And look, my
Here you
cousin,
go, Dimes.
the
Here you go.
Ratatasker, please
This
lock
is
it
what
in.
you were waiting for.
I just thought it would be so poetic if Ratatasker's been so in vogue lately, you know.
What?
So I was just
Wrapping
waiting
up
for
my
Ratatasker to
evening.
be
I
held.
feel you. I feel you.
Baited and outplayed. You look like a fool right now. You look real silly with your eyes and your nose on top of your head. You look like quite the goofball, Dimes, now don't you? He's having a moment. So let's talk about the Xibalba Storm draft, because they do pick up that Athena with
I feel like the on her prio is a little weird here.
excellent engage,
I remember this game being kind of like they're using global well. They're like playing different sides. I was dying a good bit. They're just blowing their whole kit on me. I get a interesting second relic, but it actually stops whatever they were doing to me.
Let's see what they're doing here.
Yeah. Yo guys, what second relic you guys think I got? Whoever guesses it will get a chest.
I don't even like now. Thunder. Thunder?
Oh, Gaijin got it.
For real? Ages? Huh? Ages. Me estaba pensando algo spicy, güey.
When how often do you see the support get ages?
But that's not spicy. That's kind of.
What do you mean? These guys were playing one way and just literally tried killing me the whole game.
Hunbots, Apwash, bye-bye. Meanwhile, a jungler and a solo laner / jungler in the
Yeah, it depends. It depends. They went Zeus here, so Aegis is really good Because like if you think about it, yeah, they were Thor, Athena, Zeus. Like they're just fucking spam. They taunt, stun, Zeus 2-1 ult every time on my head. So and then Achilles Xe after. So if I Aegis Achilles Xe or Zeus detonate, I live. And then if you think about it, like yeah, if I go med, it's better for my team. But if I die, there's no med. So the way I looked at it was, if I stay alive, I keep my team alive. I have 400 games to split and I'm 1700 MR. What should I do? Get a coaching session, because obviously whatever you're doing is not working. You ask a lot of questions. I mean, I literally might as well get paid for coaching already, bro. I've answered like 1,500 questions from you in the last like 3 days.
That is true.
What are we watching? This is the last game of this split before we go into the groups and play for qualify for a spot at Worlds.
Took the game 1 loss and said, all right, we're going right back to the comfort picks. Give us everything that we want. The Wardens kind of gave it to him.
Wardens round out their draft with...
What did I win? These. No, I'm kidding. You won a chest. Just give me your in-game name and I'll send it to you after this game. Yeah, this is live right now. Well, I mean, it's not live, but it's live, if you know what I mean. It's on SMITE game live now.
Breathe in, breathe out. And then once you're done, I want to talk about Peakways on this Camazotz. Obviously saw in game number 1.
Ew.
What?
What do you mean, what? Look at his build, bro. He's got his starter in the wrong location.
Okay, you freaked me out. All right.
2 people on their team have
Who's
their
your
starter
favorite
in-
support to play? I don't know. I like Ares, Sylvanas, Maui, Yamoja, Ymir. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, most of them.
Unprofessional, honestly. I would call it unprofessional. I mean, no appeal for the aesthetics.
Obviously not. I mean, it's just fundamentally in the wrong location. It's like the people who get Aegis in their first line.
Sylv got some nice buffs. I think Sylv is fine. I think Sylv just has the problem of dying. Like he just can't survive in these corridors. Mm-hmm.
It was some kind of fluke based on the way that you're already starting out on the wrong foot.
All right, so I do have a question for you. A
Okay.
genuine SMITE-related question. It's Delmy. It's chunk down here by team.
The last fight we have this game. No, you definitely don't build Bruiser on Sylvanas. The last fight in this game was actually so sick.
That's on a Thoth. Away what feels like half the lane length, pretty much at will, right? Sure, it's
Right.
a longer cooldown, a lot of mobility.
We have some troll
Peakaways
ass shit.
Gave
I'm pretty sure me and Pico were both sick this game. Like sick as fuck. I was fucking like sneezing and coughing mid game,
Oh yeah.
and Pico was sick as fuck too.
eyes on the lack of
There definitely some troll shit happens this game, I think, if I remember correctly.
Different play style between the Thoth and the Zeus, because as a Thoth,
Guys, I don't have a second role or a main role. I can play every single role at the highest level. That if you're a top player and you can't play multiple roles at high level, you're not a true top player. That's the truth.
relevant cooldowns at least will
You
go.
play Bruiser,
You have to be
Sylvanas.
very close
I
to
mean,
melee
yeah, you could probably get away with that in
for
ranks.
damage off, and Lightning Storm is not the worst self-peel tool, but generally is better served as a
Oh, you're talking about just playing a lot of roles. Yeah. The thing is that you don't understand how other roles work if you only play one role. You don't understand other role spikes. You don't understand other role capabilities and limits. Oh, boys. What was that gank, guys?
Peakaways.
You guys could have killed him.
Here is falling so low, a phenomenal wall, but it also locks Tigveer in. It's gonna be enough out of Rat Milk though to push out Peakaway.
I think we report my boys off watching that. Hell yeah, Mitchell, just do it the other way.
Blood off the board here for at least.
Yeah, I think he missed cat form and then just run away. That's just a comms thing. I don't remember what the hell the comms were at this time.
up and starts clearing the wave as though everything is all said and done. as Pico Ways is actively auto-attacking down the enemy solo laner. I feel like if Delny...
This is Storm versus... Oh, yeah, no, I don't know, bro. It's Storm versus Calvin Wardens. We're the Wardens, but yeah. So that's a SMITE production. Clap.
Start as most of our warriors will do if they're against another physical character. But it definitely would have been close, and it's definitely a whole lot better than starting out getting soloed here in the solo lane. Tegvir gets this Achilles banned and picked away from him for a reason, Dimes, and I think we might be seeing a little bit of why here.
Turns it right back around. Pikaways and Delny were trying to combine for first blood, and Tigveer says, actually, I think I will. Thank you very much. Like you mentioned, a first blood solo kill here in the solo lane. And you said it last game,
Achilles ult to wave.
So little action here in the solo lane.
Yeah, I don't think that was value.
Really. That a solo kill is impressive. And sure, only breastplates online. It's not like they're fully stacked up or anything, but...
Like, if they were going to invade blue, I think that would have made sense. But blue is down, so yeah, I don't really understand that play either.
Landing the execute, and that should probably go without saying here. And Delny does have a...
I mean, ulting waves has become more normal in SMITE because fighting is so rare. So you like, yeah, I literally ult as Janice or Scylla. I'm ulting mid camps like as soon as I get it.
Duration of CC immunity, and then obviously you banish yourself up into the cloud afterward. And usually when you're doing that, you feel pretty safe. But actually, against something like this Achilles, if you're just walking around and he knows that you can't cancel that in any way to get a burst of movement.
Yeah, mid camps are just too tanky. Yeah, as on her, you can ult mid waves all the time. He needed to keep his ult going there. I think Ixchel could be really good.
He cancels it. Unfortunately, Ratmilk had just enough follow-up to put the enemy in the ground. Pico still...
Oh, yeah, chat. Look at this value, chat. Look at this value of support, chat. Look at this value. Look at this value. Watch it.
Looking pretty decent here with the Dev's Gloves online. Ratmilk obviously not stacking anything, just has a full-on Jotun's Wrath. And everyone always forgets the Thor.
Look at that steal.
It makes a huge difference.
Certainly does.
Ishtar ult.
To good effect here on
All these
ELLEON.
ults.
The emoji ultimate comes out,
And I stole prop buff, chat. I'll have you know that is a mental win.
Unfortunately, quite healthy are the Shibulba Storm, and bat out of hell away gets...
Yeah, no, if Pico's like farming this side of the map, it's super worth. But since he rotated as well, it became not very worth. But I got the proc camp too, and they used 2 ults. But for my ult trade, it's kind of even-ish.
and the Storm are up 2-0, but I'd be worried if I were the Storm, or
Omega low.
yes, because the I'm just looking at the top and I like felt like I don't know, deja vu or something, but I would definitely be concerned if I was Shinigami, because Tuba is cooking this game on this on her. He plays that gank in left lane perfectly when he gets dunked on by the Thor. I mean, the 1 second of CC immunity as the ult lands, immediately turning around, going for the... Does everything right. Unfortunately, Ratmilk also does everything right there and uses his own crowd control immunity in the form of the Berserker Barrage to prevent himself from being pushed away. Tuba also uses beads at the perfect moment on the Athena taunt. I mean,
Lancelot jungle for coaching. I was gonna schedule coaching sessions for several roles. Which support god if you do that? It doesn't matter. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Picked by that Athena ult play. So despite the fact that they're down, I mean, they are certainly still feeling a lot of the momentum from the previous game, I would assume. Tuba's not playing scared in any way, despite the pressure that he's under so far in the early stages of this one, which is a pretty good sign, because you do not want to play a scared on her. That's like playing, I don't know, an early aggressive Ao Kuang. It just doesn't work as well.
Actually, Kaizo, the execution is in right lane. The Achilles is in right lane.
Am I casting with Spooky right now?
I don't know, dude. It's like his spirit's like channeling through my body. It might be the first.
Good Picasso.
Might be time to exercise then.
You just call me? Are you body shaming me?
X or size.
All right.
With an O.
All
Like,
right.
you know, the Halloweeny
We're
kind
in
of thing
support.
happen. Might be getting a little spooky.
It's doable
over
and
here.
ranked.
I tried to transition that and nothing.
Yeah,
No,
way to take
no,
me out of
you
a
take
hole
it,
in that
man.
one,
You
though.
take it.
Yeah, rat milk. snagging the blue buff here on the right-hand side. And, you know, sometimes you just got to dig yourself into a hole and then out of a hole to feel alive. You know, and in a game like this, where there's only 2 kills, it's 8 minutes. I mean, gold is dang near dead even. We've got an 800 division between the Shivalba Storm and the Shivalba Storm. It's quiet. You know, Pikaway is in game number 1. We mentioned as Happen wants to make something happen here.
I don't understand how Happen is so behind. Why is he at 350 XP? Because my mid's ahead, my jungle's ahead, my ADC's even. I guess it's the tax. But I'm not. Was I taxing deal that hard?
It was on the left-hand side. Now heading toward the middle lane with Pico falling low, able to use the CC immunity from the ultimate to immune the taunt there.
Okay.
ELLEON turns it right back around on
Rad
the Clo.
milk.
Enough from the home sweet.
I definitely respected Thorol way too much there. I should have just killed the fucking Zeus. Oh yeah.
Damage
Huh?
as the Chief Sid.
There. You know what's funny? Someone today died to minions in Dota, and I was like, yo, I'm pretty sure that happened in our game.
I don't want to know what's happening in this one, man. This is like a fever dream of a game. We're watching the Shivalba Storm play the Shivalba Storm, and people are dying to NPCs on the map. I mean, this is...
Yo, Red is OP. Did you guys hit Masters and Giles? No, we haven't done the series in a while now. Since Bobby started doing commentary for SMITE, he hasn't really had enough much time.
rotate around the map and catch people off guard with numbers, the better. We have seen a couple of...
Bro, you know the meta's bad when you can't even watch your own games. Like, dude, this meta's too slow, bro. This is fucking diabolic to watch.
...to that play, and certainly tried his best in the dual lane. I mean,
bro, like, I don't know why SMITE is so scared of breaking the game. Bro, just break the game. Breaking the game is way more fun. Anything is more fun than this.
it's worth noting that because he's trying to be so active, he's actually falling a good bit behind his opposition here. ELLEON is level 10, whereas Happen only level 8.
Pikaways, the enemy, or the recipient, I should say, of the double tap, immediately gets...
Less than a week, no?
Hmm?
You guys have less than a week to be together.
Yeah, we played like 3 days of scrims for this.
And Nog able to escape the wrath of the Thor. But a third kill in the column here for the Shivalba Storm. And that was just, I wouldn't even call it a misplay from Pikaways. You could see him hugging the wall, looking for that jump out, just unable to find it.
It's really tough around those middle corridors because those walls are incredibly chunky. I mean, we very specifically add depth to those walls to make that kind of play a little bit more difficult. And something like the Camazot's jump that doesn't go particularly far. I mean, a little bit farther than it used to, but certainly not something like, I don't know, an on her jump over the wall, for example. So a very unfortunate death for Pikaways, but we saw him die, I think, 4 times in, what, less than 15 minutes in game number 1, and certainly didn't deter him there, and I doubt that it would do anything much the same here in game number 2. He's still playing aggressively, still going in, still actually has a small lead, in fact, over Rat.
Thoughts on Levi's Raven set? I think the Levi's kind of trolled one of those games. I think the Ravens had an overextension. I think Scream had an overextension after the EFG that cost them big. What's up, Torta? How you doing, Baba?
Yank had a Pico on the right-hand side. Delny and Pikaways combined to take out.
I'm not on a team with him, Drew. He's against me in this game.
We made it successfully through the early game. As Tuba's locked down here by the swords out of Shinigami. That's a ton of damage. You got to stack Dev's gloves and Executioner. Shinigami showing off the Ishtar there in the left-hand lane. Able to put some shots into the tower as well. Might even grab the tier 1 in the duo lane.
Was that a prophetic stack?
This middle beacon is being fought over now. It's just ELLEON versus 3. Make it 4 with Tigvir using the teleport as well. Nog and Pikaways. No ultimate for Nog. Pico has that bat out of hell. And the Shivalba Storm likely to give this Stygian beacon to the Shivalba Storm.
And Bulbastorm are probably smart to do that because the entire time the Bulbastorm solo laner is in right lane. Delny pushing down that tower in right, answering back the one in left, but that opens up a Gold Fury here, Dimes.
And it goes the way of the Bulbastorm. As Tigbeer and Shinigami are falling low. Can you catch for a second? Okay, one goes down, Shinigami dies for the next 20 seconds, and everyone else is fine.
They kept trading 1 for 4 for Zap. Yeah, but that's not necessarily what was happening. There's more to it, but yeah, I agree.
The left-hand order squad is the Bulbastorm. I want to make that clear.
Yes.
The
actual
right side
Bulbastorm.
Chaos squad is the Cowlin Wardens. Just
Yes.
everyone
And
on the
if,
same page.
as we see this Pyromancer contested here, Dimes, I'd like to actually point out the fact that ELLEON is getting bursted.
I'm pretty sure we got it, right?
By Ratmilk and the combination of the rest of the boys
Did I get the bomb?
going up into the air, trying to land
Where's
on Delny. He's
consumables?
already out of there though. and
Oh,
Pico
they got
went away
it.
as well.
What a nice blink from Pico there.
I think we were
to get out of the
griefing.
Anvil of
I
Dawn.
remember.
Delny might be in a tough spot here, falling low. Actually, I got juked. That was a clone. That's Globe.
You think Trans first is a mistake in ranked? How many kills are in the first 10 minutes in ranked? Then that answer should reveal the answer for Transcendence.
About this, I mean, I was gonna mention it earlier, before that fight kicked off. We're past the early game. We're straight into the mid game here. Globe has 0 hits on the board. Thoth, or Book of Thoth rather, stacked up. Got a little bit of tankiness from the breastplate, Divine Ruin online, penetration,
But it for
Globe is doing the thing, made it unscathed through the early game. And I was gonna ask you, is that a misplay from the Cowlin Wardens? Not
for sure.
straight up a win condition. Zeus can win a
Sure.
game for you single-handedly.
The problem with the way that Zeus is played at a high level, though, is that the people who are actually picking him are very comfortable with positioning themselves effectively in a situation where, oh my god, Delny is, the whole team is here.
And Athena has made the rotation as well. The execute goes off for the second time this game, and Delny is once again the target of the Achilles
There's
ultimate.
5 people here, Dimes.
Yeah, there absolutely are. Well, it's going to be 4 in just a second as the Athena makes their way back to base. Same thing goes for Tigbeer as well. But you got a tier 1 tower dropping on the right-hand side of the lane. And it looks like the Bulbastorm are not quite done pushing on this side of the map. Globe triggering the back. Shinigami might be in a tight spot here. Pico electing not to go in.
Wow.
I would have jumped in there if I was the cameras on. I'm not, I'm not.
You die. Right.
I would die. I would
Yeah,
die.
for sure.
But it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Was this
And
today? Maybe.
Shinigami splits off there with the pathing. I do want to circle back around to your question, though, Dimes, about Globe and whether or not
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Early game with
so we had to
Watch
do.
me
the
defend.
Cowlin Wardens, and it
My
really
stomach
does
is
come
getting
down
cooked by
to
that shit.
the positioning of players that are comfortable picking Zeus, because not everybody
Yeah,
is going to be
chickpeas,
picking
barbecue
Zeus. A
chickpeas.
lot of mid laners find comfort in the safety tools that some of these characters have, something like a Baba Yaga that has a jump available to her, itemizes defense effectively, can get CC immunity. Other people like Globe just say, give me Beads Aegis and I'll be alright in the mid lane.
And just fine. And that, I mean, 2 ultimates used. ELLEON used the River's Rebuke, and Home Sweet Home was used by the Baba Yaga as well. And a Beads Aegis. In fact, not even the Beads. Just
Yeah,
the
it
Aegis
was.
at a
I'll start.
Globe, perfectly timed.
This is live right now on
That double
Spy
feature
Game.
gank in the middle lane. Happen wants to keep it rolling here on ELLEON, who gets chunked down by Tigbeer, who is officially...
We definitely shouldn't have allowed that to happen. I should have just played on top of him. Because he was in Baba 3, it was hard to play near the Baba 3 to not get XC'd there.
Wardens have the vision around this objective, so they will at least know that this one's going down, Dimes, but doesn't look like anybody's going to elect to step up and attempt to steal this one away. Delny's going to be grabbing some farm in right lane, looking to invade some of those camps, and will actually spot out the fact that the speed buff is spawning, so a small moral victory, perhaps, for the Cowlin Wardens, but definitely the main prize going the way of the Bulbastorm, who have kind of taken the game by the horns in the last couple of minutes. I mean, it's been a lot of nothing, and then very suddenly, a lot of this.
Oh, Pico Ace might be in a spot of trouble here. The Thor electing to dunk down onto the On Her over here in Tuba. The double tap not even necessary as the initial hit from the hammer sends the on her to the graveyard. Delny able to walk out of danger here. Happen wants to keep it rolling in the middle lane. And a home sweet home from Nog, able to immune that taunt and a potential taunt that was coming on the way. But Tuba is down on the ground for the next 20 seconds or so, and Pico takes a ton of damage. One more execute off the mark. Tigveer finally whiffs at least one, and a Riptide gets Pico out of danger. But the Shiboba Storm with plenty of positioning and bodies to secure this beacon.
First answer back from the Wardens here, and actually ELLEON gets taunted in, bursted down at the CC chain. Aegis comes out from the Yemoja and will save his life there. And not the worst idea in the world, Dimes. I mean, allows you to immune the burst damage off the Athena taunt and also prevent you from getting executed. Can they take the fight on the Pyro, though?
Rivers Rebuke back online. Peek away, taunted in by Happen. Rivers Rebuke in the backline, and Globe deletes ELLEON. Up in the air goes the Thor. Pico likely the target here in the backline. Waiting. Smashing down onto nobody there as the Delny clone gets sent back.
I think a Billy Artemis is ass, but if you want to play it, go for it.
Open the door for a Pyromancer, and with only a few members of the Shiboba Storm to answer, Callan Warden's able to secure the neutral objective and climb the lead to only 2,500. And I want to talk about the elephant in the room here, Kaizo. The Shiboba Storm had a several thousand gold lead in game number 1.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? A gold lead for either one of these squads doesn't feel real just because of the conditions of game number 1. We've seen a gold lead by both teams get sent back and forth and thrown, right? So it almost doesn't feel like we can put a ton of stock in the gold in this game number 2.
Sure, I think that that's a pretty reasonable outlook to have, and we're again not talking a 7, 8, 9,000 gold lead, at which point it feels.
I'm 0-3-2, but I'm ahead of the Athena. I'm about to be 0-4-2, no? Let's go. We're still ahead. See, chat, we're playing a different game.
In danger, but we'll end up jumping
Yo,
on out.
click like Matt, thanks for the 2 months.
Only a couple of thousand gold dimes is not the end of the world at 20 minutes. It's the difference of knocking down a tier 1 tower. It's a good shut down onto Shinigami if they can find it. Blink in from Pico.
Shinigami with a backflip locked into place. Here's some CC. And Pico up into the air takes out Shinigami for the second death of the Shiboba Storm's Hunter and the 4th kill for the Callan Wardens. And I gotta ask, does the kills going on Pico,
on her,
got one on Tuba and one on Delny, does that ring any bells for you? Is that like really saying anything on? Because the Callan Wardens only have 4 kills. Is it helpful that it's on your jungler, or is it pretty much null at this point?
With the way that Pico plays, I definitely think that giving
not
him
every
any
game
amount of golden XP over his opposition is going to be worthwhile. Because Pico is a very aggressive player. He's very much the I will go in, I will kill one guy and a half of a person as well in exchange for my life. And if I get more than that, great. If I don't get any more than that, then I've already done my job. And the more that you can give that kind of guy an opportunity, a lead, anything to work with, the better it's going to be for you. But hang on, we got a Fire Giant, Dimes.
A 21-minute Fire Giant where the game was lost by the Shiboba Storm in game number 1. And the Callan Wardens hopping right off of it, realizing they don't have the shred.
If you get good at turn, you'll carry games.
But you know, the Shiboba Storm say, you chunk it down to half, we'll pick it right up. Not sure either one of these teams really wants to commit to this. I mean, one thrown fight here.
It depends.
You might lose more than a tier 2 tower. Happen a little off the mark there with the taunt. Good amount of damage online from the Baba Yaga. Taken down Happen to about 3/4 HP. Same thing could be said for Globe, though. You hit a shield, hit a chain lightning, and hit a detonate. All of a sudden, the Callan Wardens are looking worse for wear.
And these mid laners are actually what I was about to talk about, Dimes, because once we get to about the 20 to 25 minute mark into this game and we start contending with some of these Fire Giants, that is really what you turn your attention toward. Which one of these teams has the better secure and is it reliable? And in game number 1, we had the final judgment available for the Shiboba Storm. Globe had the best individual secure on the map. Game 2, not so easy. I mean, you're a very I don't want to say utility style mage because you definitely have more damage as the Zeus, but
like your Mojo's so good at proccing prophetic, right? So
instance of damage that you did on the
I wouldn't go prophetic on like
slowly
I don't know.
over time. It's a whole hell of a lot of it. Make
like
no
Soulback
mistake,
or something.
Even
Soulback, I'd probably go. It just depends on the game.
Same thing for the Callan Wardens. I mean, you're looking at maybe a Baba Yaga potion is your best bet at securing. You could say Tuba using the Desert's Fury might be in that conversation as well. Doesn't do big instantaneous damage, but a very good sustained.
Yeah, Emir Cap. It's so funny. I'm 042. This guy's 007. I'm one level ahead. It's funny.
One, and he's got to get out.
It's a funny game.
Once he's off the map, once they know Defender of Olympus unavailable as well, could have been an opportunity for the Kowloon Wardens to use their own Runic Bomb to try to secure, but looks like instead it's going to be the Gold Fury.
The initiation on the last fight in this game is absolutely berserk.
Position around this Fire Giant and fight the Wardens on rotation.
Pyromancer was not going down as quickly as the Shibboleth Storm wanted, as now one member in Shinigami has been caught out. Delny trying to head to the backline. Pico joining the solo laner as well. Shinigami's the target, but this is a lot committed to take out only one member. Shinigami at least.
A 3-man
is going
stun.
to fall, slammed down by Ratmelk just to escape happen. Would love to keep the fight rolling here, but the Shibboleth Storm.
Yeah, Cupid got buffs, but isn't enough.
On HP, but they're not topped off exactly as high as they would be. The Kowloon Wardens see an opportunity to take this Fire Giant and start it up. Delny headed back and right back in the action with the teleport.
I feel like this guy should be dead already. And I hit the hoop, bro. I'm raging for myself.
Sliver of HP after Nog throws a potion over the wall as well. And the Kowloon Wardens have driven back the Shibboleth Storm for a second time and will settle for the Pyro.
Globe and Ratmilk are still around here, which means that with the ult, or the teleport in from Tegvir and the ult available from Happen, they do have at least a sufficient force as a deterrent for the Fire Giant, and the Kowloon Wardens are not so comfortable potentially.
Privative? No, he plays in the morning, so I never really see him.
Again, Dimes, I cannot understate how important these runic bombs are going to be around this Fire Giant. Unless you can get a convincing fight or some kind of significant advantage, like picking a member or getting a giant ultimate from one of your mages, it's very unlikely that you'll be able to pull the Fire Giant in the face of the enemy team when all of these runic bombs are in play. That's 1,000 true damage plus the 300 physical
Yeah, Priv is
damage.
super nice.
All of these structures to all of these objectives, and wouldn't you know it, Fire Giant counts as one of those objectives. So you're playing with a 2,000 to 3,000 damage threshold for either team that they have to be very careful around, because if they time it wrong, if they're not in position with those characters that have the bomb, if they're not ready for it, could be catastrophic.
Tegvir, the target of the eye here from the Kowloon Wardens. ELLEON locked down a little bit behind. The execute is here, but Tegvir can't quite find the way into the back line. The Kowloon Wardens. Globe chunked down dearly as well. Kept that Aegis in the pocket, though. The beads will be back up in 40. So by the time Globe makes the rotation back to the Fire Giant, we'll have all actives available. Only Tuba used an ultimate there, so not too much expended.
It's fine. We have everything
in that
in
engagement.
All right, look at this initiation, chat. Look at this initiation. It is the last fight, by the way.
Titan. Likely the Shibboleth Storm will do the same.
That's fine.
Contested.
Bro, 5-man knockup, bro.
Into the backline, Pico as well. Playing Space Creator here. 3 caught in the River's Rebuke as
and I spammed like a million ones in that corner
to kick things off. Globe falling low. There's the Aegis. No more escape for Globe as Nog has found a second in this engagement.
Happen also 1 HP getting chased down here. Pico meanwhile on the left hand side grabs one of his own, and Happen will squeak on out, but can Tegvir say the same?
Kowloon Wardens underneath the Phoenix with the
Downey's
tier 2
a
tower
beast.
online, chasing down kills, and now Nog is caught in a tough spot here as ELLEON's going to step forward, take a couple tower shots for the mid laner. And, oh man, this feels like shades of the first game here as the Titan is charging down the Phoenix, and the Kowloon Wardens, they are not going to do it again as they head into the base of the Shibboleth Storm with only not even Happen to defend. It's Titan on Titan violence as 5 members of the Kowloon Wardens take game number 2 in the same damn way they took game number 1.
Flashback to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and oh, there goes the Shibboleth Storm.
GG's. Damn, it's 10 o'clock. Holy schmeiser. It goes much farther than that. Did I open Smite? App running.
¿No te apuestas a que te banean Yemoyo para el siguiente?
No, I don't know.
Oh, baby, baby, oops, yeah, think I'm in love.
Yeah, because the way the game is like if you win app running, how is this app running? What the fuck? Yeah, if you just wipe in one team fight, you just end at post like 25. Can I not open Smite right now? Okay, yeah, we're opening it now. Winnable. Couldn't start game. I think my game's broken. Create file failed with 32. What the fuck's that even mean?
Didn't you open it before?
Yeah, I had it open.
Open Steam. What the fuck?
Yo, my Smite's not working, chat.
I guess we're gonna open it.
Hey, look.
Just close Steam and reopen it.
Waiting for Smite to shut down. There's no Smite open though.
Okay.
All right, open Smite. Now let's watch this.
Ahora que lo enseñas vas a ver cómo funciona.
Okay. It's working, I think.
Stop touching things.
Couldn't start game.
What the fuck? I don't know what that means.
Any computer heads?
You see, Smite too. Updated? A ver si. Pero no es as administrator. What the fuck?
Open it through Steam. All right, I'll close Steam again. Look, it says Smite is still open. Somehow.
I think you're gonna have to restart this shit, the PC. I'm gonna pee.
Shutting down Steam. Let's see if Steam is still on my task manager. Stream deck. I see no Steam. I see no Steam. No Steam. There's no Smite. There's no Steam.
Yeah, close it.
Everything is closed. All right.
Wait, open Steam first.
Have you played your qualifiers? No. What I just showed was our last game of the season. All right, we open Steam. All right.
Live Poppy. Smite and favorites here. Play?
Is this on 32 or what's going on here? How do I
I mean, you opened it earlier, so.
all right, I try again. Play. Okay, so this is 64. Always use this option.
Where is it?
Maybe that was the problem.
Wait. Stop closing things.
What do you mean? I always do this.
Oh, okay.
Anyone that knows about computers? No computer heads in my stream. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of non-computer heads in my stream saying some shit that I think of. It still says SMITE is open. You can force close Steam, but like, what does that do? I already closed Steam. It has to be. No, it's not there. I already checked. No Steam and no SMITE, my friends. No Steam and no SMITE. Alright, so let me see what I can do here. Can you open it through Epic? Yeah, I'm gonna verify the game file integrity, see what happens there. So how do I do that again? Library, right click, properties. Properties, installed files. This has never happened to me with SMITE. Workout stream when? I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do workout streams anymore.
Will you do it? No? You're reinstalling?
No, I'm verifying the integrities. What should I be playing on? 32? I should be playing on 64, right? Everything is validated. Okay. I press play. I think I have to restart my computer. I guess I'll do so.
Why you don't try reinstalling the game first?
Because restarting is definitely faster. Alrighty, guys. I'll throw out my stream again if Smite works. Be right back.
My Smite definitely works.
Yo, my computer is not restarting. What the fuck? Does it still say I'm streaming?
Yeah, this is good.
This computer is fucking cooked, bro.